My name's Kevin C, and I'm going to do a review of the Netflix animated series Captain Fall. Captain Fall is about a young man who enters into a cruise ship to become its captain, but secretly the cruise ship is actually a smuggler ship, like a crime ship. I don't know what to call it, like a mafia ship or whatever, right? Now, the titular character, he's neurodivergent, but that's not what's special about him. He's also mentally disabled. He graduated at the bottom of his class, literally. He's a disappointment to his family. They're all captains of ships for whatever reason. Even though actually it turns out later they're all neurodivergent. They all have some real issues with them. But he's mentally retarded. So that's why he's the black sheep in his family. A lot of people give a lot of hate to the show because it's not what they expected, right? I guess they were expecting some kind of huge character arc for Jonathan Fall, but it's not actually realistic because his problem isn't really, actually he has a couple of problems, but one major problem for him which he can't really overcome, he can't overcome that his IQ is low. He's not gonna suddenly become really smart, okay? He's not smart, he's dumb. The show isn't actually a character-driven show. It's actually a theme-driven show. It's actually a commentary on us, okay? The creators of the show made the characters a little bit ridiculous so that we don't feel as uncomfortable watching certain things that happen. Like, the entire show and every single bad thing that happens pretty much happens because people are unable to face the truth. See? And I think this is where Jonathan Fall's development would go if there was a season 2 and a season 3, is that he's not going to become smarter and he's not going to really become more charismatic, but he would get to state his truth, but before he can state the truth, he needs to be able to see the truth and admit to it, okay? And he has a very strong talent to ignoring the truth, okay? The butt of the joke for him is that, like, there's all this crime activity going on in his ship, and he just believes whatever his crew tells him, and so he's basically their puppet. But if you look at the animation direction, and if you just piece everything together, there's no way that he actually doesn't know something's wrong, okay? I mean, no matter how dumb you are, if somebody tells you that they're painting and there's a piece of like human flesh on them, you don't think they're actually painting, okay? Unless you can delude yourself otherwise, which he does. And there are flashes, there are animation choices all throughout the series where you know that he knows what's going on, but he's afraid. He's afraid to rock the boat, right? And a lot of times in real life, that's how it goes, right? You try to tell the truth, the truth's not welcome, and you could end up losing your job, or you just end up like making people upset at you. That's another thing about Jonathan Fall, is that he, at the very end of the very last episode, he said something. He said, "I've never hurt anybody, not even emotionally," and that's, to him, a strong suit, right? He's like, I don't want people hurting the way that people hurt me, the way that I'm hurt. And therefore, I'm going to go out of my way to not hurt anybody. But in not rocking the boat, he's allowing all this crime to happen. Right? He's actually facilitating all this crime to happen. There's actually one episode where he led to the slaughter of 50 albino people. That's how human beings are, right? A lot of times we like to feel like we're doing good, and in liking to feel like we're doing good, we kind of ignore anything that would create discomfort in us. Like like human beings, it's almost feels like we care more about feeling like we're good people than making a society that works.